Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We got a short video here with Coach Mike. So, I was watching some YouTube videos, and people were talking about two particular famous, first of all, primarily actors, but what would happen if they fought each other? So now, I'm going to give you the stats first, and then you tell me what you think, and I'll tell you who these people are.
Okay.
Okay, so one person is about 130 pounds. The other person is about 230 pounds. The first person trains kind of traditional martial arts.
The 130 pounder.
Yes. There's not a whole lot of tape of them doing like live sparring, like live resistance training.
Right.
There's not a whole lot of that. The other person, the 230 pound person, regularly trains, all the stuff we do, fighting arts, right?
Right.
Like striking, grappling, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Okay. So who's coming out on top of this battle?
The bigger person.
Yeah.
The 230 pound person training in the arts that I'm familiar with.
Right. So that person, that's Michael Jai White.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. I feel super confident.
You're right. It's about Black Dynamite. The other person is Bruce Lee.
Oh fuck. Yeah. Okay.
So you can see why people why this is a question, because here's why. Michael Jai White has gone on record being like, yeah, I would beat the shit out of Bruce Lee because I'm 100 pounds heavier than him.
I think he would.
I agree, right?
I don't want to be attacked by Bruce Lee fans.
I know,
but I think he would.
Well, because let's be honest, unless you live resistance train all the time,
yeah.
you're not trained to do that.
Yeah.
And that's what fighting is.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't care how many bar fights or whatever you've been.
Yeah.
If you say you guys are going to fight,
yeah,
in a ranged whatever setting.
I love this topic.
Yeah.
Here goes why. So I get in this argument fairly often. With maybe not so much anymore. Actually, I just got into it on Christmas Day with my brother Jonathan. But about just someone who trains versus someone who doesn't. And it's not even even if this person had trained, right? Like my brother, he's a blue belt in jiu-jitsu. He had trained. He was a good wrestler. And he actually did some traditional martial arts. He was a black belt in Taekwondo, but one of those youth things.
Yeah.
So we got in a little argument or whatever, and we were gonna fist fight naturally, as of course 30-year-old brothers do.
Right.
And I was like, dude, I'll destroy you because I still train it every day, right? And I mean let's think of a good comparison is let's do something stupid paper football, sliding the paper football, right? If someone does it every day, no matter what how many physical attributes you have versus what they have, they're doing it every day, right? If I was hey, I want you to slide a paper football for 2 hours a day, every day, you're gonna be pretty damn good at it. Definitely better than me who hasn't played paper football since high school or something.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So just the fact that we're constantly practicing it, right? I feel that should enough be get people to agree, oh yeah, if I just practice fucking backhanded it's gonna get good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's that part of it as well.
Yeah, and so you're right. There's a lot of fans out there. We're not attacking anybody, Bruce Lee or Michael Jai White or anybody. But it's if you train all the time versus if you don't train all the time. And additionally, we talked about this before. The weight thing. I mean, that 100-pound difference, especially when both people are trained, is that
matters a lot.
Humongous difference.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's definitely people who we train with here who, if you were to talk about, hey, who's better at jiu-jitsu, no one would argue against me in these scenarios, right? Probably a more bad example now is Bob, because Bob's actually really good at jiu-jitsu too. But let's say he was a little less good at jiu-jitsu, you'd be oh yeah, Mike's way better at jiu-jitsu, way better or whatever. But then I still lose to Bob.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Bob is huge, by the way.
Yeah, he's 6'7", probably 240, 50.
Shout out to Bob.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe a little later now, but I mean I can't beat Bob.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just not but my jiu-jitsu is definitely a little bit better than Bob's, right? You know what I mean? But when people know enough, size really matters.
Yeah. So okay, so we can do more stuff like this too. I think it's funny. It's a fun question, who would win versus who. So if you got ideas, let us know in the comments and stuff. We can talk about other people. You come up with them yourself too, or me. We'll all come up with them, and it'll be a further conversation about this.
Yeah,
and don't come out Bruce Lee fans I'm a Bruce Lee fan. We're not saying Bruce Lee can't fight. This is just
I mean, I even hesitate. You know what? I'm very confident now, though. like in the correct answer, but like the initial just mention of Bruce Lee like made me take a pause.
Exactly. Yeah. He's a legend. I mean, for reasons. Yeah,
for sure.
You know, you fight all the time. You act a lot. So,
Yeah.
and that's great. Anyway, thanks for watching. Check out all the other videos. Like and subscribe, and come down and train.
What do we do in the Balcade? No gi or gi?
Either one. You can do both.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good going.
I'll bring the gi because like we need that black belt in the Battlecade.
Yeah,
But
that's the
like,
actual physical unit.
yeah, but generally speaking, I don't like the gi.
You don't say.
Oh my God.
Tell me this now.
Yeah.